I'm doing numbers, all the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other, think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Colts nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle by Jelani.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
At the 48-yard line.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts, nothing.
Second and 14. Here's Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in... That loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Colts ball carrier.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Indianapolis.
Marlon Mack His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Lions 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Well, Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
First down, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Prater to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Tackled by Jelani Tavai. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. They certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Yards to go.
Face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 9 yards.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The 1st down throw here for Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
On 3rd down, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. Big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
For Detroit.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. handoff. Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
7. First down, Colts.
Back to Taylor on first down. It's a foot race. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
49-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From just shy of midfield, Stafford, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Johnson jostles free. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stafford now to throw. This complete to Jones. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford looks to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Stafford to his 2nd-year tight end, Hockenson, for a Lion first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now a handoff, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run with Peterson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Detroit.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Matt. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made there by Jarrett Davis.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the
that
play.
time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On 3rd down, Rivers. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On play action, Rivers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Agnew now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, Rivers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First and 10, Taylor down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. Looking to run with Mack. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that'll set them back 5. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's
ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Buying time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. Intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gets him one more chance here on 4th down. snap it to Stafford. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.